Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge of the Sky High, episode number 4. Boys and girls, whether it's the Cruise Peruse or Sky High, I love talking sports ball. I mean, obviously with all this sports fucking paraphernalia, you would imagine, right, you would like sports. And really, the sports world was rocked yesterday when news broke out that Andrew Luck, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts, would be retiring at the age of 29. He cited that due to his long history with battling with injuries, that it took a mental fatigue on him, more or less. And, you see him in the press conference, the Colts press conference, and you see just genuine sadness and a heartbroken soul in that man. And it's unfortunate. Whenever you have to just relinquish something that you love, in Andrew Luck's case, football, it really is a sad ordeal. It really is. Not to mention the fact that Andrew Luck was one of the best quarterback talents. Really, when he entered the league, he was one of the best quarterback prospects. Now, when we take a look back, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see this all just crumble away the way it did. And obviously, you see it everywhere, the stats of all his wonderful accomplishments within the 8 years that he's been in the league. Absolutely incredible for him to do what he did within an organization that has been an absolute shit show. So let's talk about this a little bit, because you're gonna have people with different takes all over. And I gotta call out one guy in particular, Doug Gottlieb. Doug goes on social media and figures he has to be the alpha fucking brave guy. Ooh, I gotta say something interesting. Basically says, what was it? Fucking Luck retiring is basically the millennial thing to do, or some shit. Let me just go ahead and look up that tweet, because honestly, I read that and thought, that is just fucking classless. You fucking clown. And good Jesus fucking Christ. Like that tweet. I'll just read it to you, because I want you to realize how much of a fucking cunt this guy has to sound to be saying this. Retiring because rehabbing is too hard is the most millennial thing ever. Hashtag Andrew Luck. Alright, dipshit. First of all, you are probably a bang average fucking college basketball player. You have a mediocre ass radio show in Fox Sports Radio where your opinions are that of sucking off Colin Cowherd, and your voice on radio is just an absolute bore. And you have the fucking balls and nerves to call out a quarterback who gave his blood, sweat, and tears into something he loved, while you, a fucking credit card stealing scumbag cunt, has the balls to question this man's heart. You fucking dipshit. People like that, stupid ass motherfuckers like that, pisses me off. And funny enough, the Colts were playing their preseason game against the Chicago Bears yesterday, and news broke out before halftime of that preseason game, and Andrew Luck was coincidentally on the sidelines. And when it is halftime, you see the team walk into the locker room, and the majority of the Colts fans in that stadium was booing Andrew Luck. You fans, time to call you motherfuckers out. You Savage Land motherfuckers. Okay, you Savage Land Indianapolis motherfuckers who are booing this man should be fucking grateful. Should be fucking grateful. Even after Peyton Manning left your shitty-ass organization, that you got another star-studded quarterback in Andrew Luck by means of tanking your team sucking dick for a whole fucking season. And he leads you to almost everything you can, everything he can within his power. But because your organization is so short-sighted, because your organization is such a fucking cavalcade of bullshit, your guy is retiring. And you have the fucking nerves to boo him? Unbelievable. Just absolutely classless from those savages. It's unbelievable. The level of disrespect Andrew Luck has received over these last 12 hours has been unreal. Unreal. And what he's received since he was drafted in 2012 from the Colts has been even more disgusting. Absolutely more disgusting. Guy gets injured relentlessly. Team figures, we're just going to keep the GM that's not going to draft well. We're not going to build an O-line. What the fuck is the point? We're going to have mediocre, defense and just figure out Andrew Luck is just going to carry us through. That douchebag who ran that fucking stupid-ass, God, I don't even know what the fuck it was. Was it Chuck Pagano? That fucking moron that was coaching? Yeah, you had that dipshit for a while. But guess what? Guess who fucking carried you through all that shit? Andrew Luck! The Irsay should be ashamed of themselves. They really should be. Since the fucking founding days. Since the Baltimore Colts. You guys have been a fucking travesty. Right? Jim Irsay. The new Irsay. I don't even give a fuck who you are. Fucking idiot. You ruined another quarterback. You ruined Peyton. And now you ruined Andrew Luck. Good luck tanking a season with Jacoby Brissett, you fucks. And the thing is, too, that team was coming together. That team was finally coming together. Defensively, they looked good. You had that one kid, Darius Leonard, linebacker. Absolutely phenomenal. Made All-Pro, if I'm not mistaken, too. And you have Quentin Nelson, the O-line god. And so you had pieces coming through. You had Ebron just having an outstanding year last season. And if you guys developed a bit of a rush game, I mean, absolutely. This was a AFC Championship contender level team. And to see it just completely dismantle itself by one swift move of a quarterback retiring, everything crumbles. Now, if you folks think tank for Tua, do you really want to see another beautiful quarterback prospect go down to dumps in Indianapolis? I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Fuck that. Fuck the Colts. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not saying that to step on any toes. I'm talking about the actual organization itself for fucking over a quarterback, a fucking young man. Okay, let's put this into perspective. A young man who just wanted to do the job that he loved. But because of meddlesome, because not even meddlesome ownership, because of incompetent ownership, because of just, to be quite frank, an ignorant fan base, and because of terrible sports media like takes like this shit, just culminates to this. Not saying, that shit caused him to retire. But yeah, I mean, listen, if you get fucking banged up every time you get on the field, almost every season, and you were basically out for a season, that has to be taxing. That has to be mentally fatiguing. That has to be challenging for you. And here's my whole thing with Andrew Luck, personally. I tell you all the time, boys and girls, I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. Till I die. That's really it. All right. Sports monogamy, to me, is very real. As you can see with all these paraphernalias that we got here. The Dodgers, Lakers, Golden Knights, Arsenal, Seahawks. One team only. But I also do like individual players on other teams, because whether they have the skills or the mentality or something, and something gravitates me towards me cheering for them. Andrew Luck was one of these players. I tell people all the time, love Baker Mayfield. I love Andrew Luck as a quarterback. And Andrew Luck, really, just phenomenal. The way he played, the way he presented himself, just absolute class. Never really a problem guy, just business, well-mannered guy, and good God, a warrior on the field. Let's not even forget the fact that he is just an absolute warrior on the field when he is on. And to forget that the Colts were, what, 0-6, and they went on a 10 straight win streak? Guess who engineered all that? Andrew Luck. Yes, Frank Reich absolutely has a lot to do with that. Yes, the defense getting better by the season's end also has a lot to do with that. But always, when I see comebacks, when I see offensive rejuvenation late in the game, it's generally, narrowed in at the quarterback position. And it is unfortunate. We as NFL fans, we as football fans, we're losing another great football potential. Football could have been too early. Too fucking early. And again, the disrespect that I'm hearing and seeing from the toxic bile that's known as the internet, social media, it's fucking disheartening, man. Because we're so quick to just react and, emotionally just be unhinged, but, taking it into perspective, taking it into context, and just, taking a step back, man, just let's appreciate what we've got so far, right? Like the league right now, thankfully, it's not like Andrew Luck was the only good quarterback, right? He wasn't the guy carrying the league in a sense, kind of like, really, maybe like Michael Jordan. But yes, I mean, to be fair, around the time Michael Jordan retired, there were plenty of talents to overtake, really, throne. But it's just a shame. It's just a shame that we see all this fucking toxicity. And that happens. That just happens because of sports ball, right? Within the realms of sports ball, it's just general bile, just putrid shit. Because team rivalries, team dynamics, and within the culture and confines of the United States or wherever we're watching our sports here, England, there's always shit that's said. There's always shit that's said. And to me, what I have to say is that the Dodgers kicked the Yankees' ass yesterday. And that makes me fucking happy. Because the Dodgers lost 10-2 on Friday. Hyunjin Ryu losing at home for the first time. And then, yesterday's game, Gonsolin was just, he wasn't really that good either. Relief pitching stepped up, did their job, and despite an Aaron Judge home run, Dodgers able to figure it out, keep a hold. Kenley Jensen closes out with bases loaded, and good God, close game, but Dodgers win. And the other weird thing that I'd say is that I would have never thought I'd take such avid interest in baseball like this. I used to be that guy that says, baseball fucking sucks. Like, it's one of the worst sports, but baseball, But no, golf, you say dumb shit when you're young. Even now, I'll say dumb shit now, and maybe in a couple of years I'll be like, that was stupid of me. That's how shit goes all the time. It's just, you grow out of phases, you learn, you do what's next, right? You do what's next. And despite really a kind of roadblocked week for Disney. They pushed on through with the D23 weekend going on here. Not in Las Vegas, and it's in California, I believe. But D23 is the annual weekend kind of convention that Disney throws out to show out all their new intellectual properties, meet with their business partners, all that shit. And there has been so many contents introduced. I'll name off a few things. Mandalorian, which I am absolutely ecstatic for. The Muppet Show coming back. You got all the new MCU stuff that's going to be coming out. Television shows. So you got things like The Eternals, Moon Knight. They announced Black Panther 2. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And to top it off, you now have Star Wars, which, funny enough, I'm going to talk about Star Wars. I'm going to talk about episode number 8 and how much I hated it. As a Star Wars fan since 1998, I love Star Wars. I can't begin to tell you how much Star Wars means to me as a Asian immigrant who was desperately seeking a bridge to bridge, literally bridge the, not literally, but figuratively bridge the gap between two cultures that I was removed from and I was ingratiating myself into. And dear God, number 8 did something to me in as a fan, where all the pessimism and the cynicism of adulthood coincided with this movie's general shittiness. And reason why I say that, it felt, the story felt overdrawn out. Most of the characters felt unnecessary. Rose was fucking useless. My God. Listen, kudos to all those actors who, put themselves out there, do their jobs. I get it. You guys have jobs to do. I feel you. I do. But I question the writers and casting for even putting a character like Rose in a Star Wars movie. Why the fuck did you need that? Why? Need more top billing characters? What the fuck is what why did you need to do that? Anyways, despite me hating episode number 8, episode number 9 gives me hope. Gives me some level of hope. Because I hope, this is my theory of Star Wars. My ultimate hope is that with, the appearance of Sidious in some form or another in this new Star Wars movie, that somehow he manipulates Rey in the logical way. Just kind of like how Palpatine did with Anakin. And makes her turn to the dark side, where she essentially just destroys the Resistance and creates a new kind of empire in her own way. And with Kylo, rising up as the Skywalker, as the guy who is now, conversely, from, dealing with his struggles to now understanding that, hey, he has to be the good guy. That's the rise of the Skywalker. What if that is the case? So that hope, that kind of questions got me excited. Those kinds of questions, whatever, dude. It's fucking 5:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna be a goddamn grammar Nazi to myself right now. Maybe. Just so we don't turn fucking stupid here, boys and girls, because I am fucking stupid. You see me rambling here all the time. And a lot of times, there's not a lot of logic. Seemingly there's not. And you might freak out. You might. But calm your tits. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Except Andrew Luck. I really hope he's okay. I really hope, off the field, he gets an opportunity to just find himself and just come at peace. with who he is, what he is, and what he can do now. And, you know, I've thrown this theory out there. Just an inkling of an idea. But couldn't you see another reclamation project by John Elway and the Denver Broncos to bring a more or less unsalvageable, destroyed quarterback and bring him back up to prominence to make him champion? I don't know. We've seen that with Peyton. Different circumstance. I understand that. I do. But I'm just saying. It's a possibility. Now, I don't know if the NFL Players Association, the collective bargaining agreement would allow for that. Because, yes, that, of course, boys and girls, even as NFL fans, we have to recognize there is a whole contract and legality side to the NFL. It is a business, first and foremost. So we don't know if that is, you know, him returning, A, possible. B, maybe by then the quarterback, you know, like the quarterback position right now in the NFL. I know we just reverted back to the NFL. We'll just like right back to the NFL, but basically the quarterback position has become, throughout the last few years, been more saturated with better talent relative to other years. I mean, God, I mean, a lot of teams in the NFL right now have decent and or viable quarterback options. They're not complete shit. Maybe except Blake Bortles and Sam Bradford. Ugh. And Nathan Peterman. Although, to be fair, and to his credit, Nathan Peterman, he has been looking brilliant in the preseason. So, kudos to him. The Raiders must love you. Yeah, the Raiders are almost here, boys and girls. I keep forgetting about that. The Raiders are going to be here in 2020. And as a Seahawks fan, I'm always going to be repping my Seahawks gear because, you know, we grabbed a win yesterday, you know, which isn't the main reason why I'm cheering for the team and continue to cheer for the team. It's called team loyalty. And yes, we saw that the Seahawks win yesterday. Geno Smith played as quarterback. He was back and really looked great. Not the best in passing, but was able to lead the men on the field. Our rushing offense looks solid. Honestly, our O-line is, I'd say, more impressive than last year. Just based on some of the guys that we've added and from what I think we'll be playing with Russell Wilson and a lot of our starters, rather than, you know, these practice squad guys, I think we're going to have a great year. I really do. I've been saying this for a while, but I think my Seahawks are going to go probably 11-5. Arrogance, maybe. Maybe it is. But I truly do believe that. And I hope that. Because all fans want to see their fucking team win. Who the fuck doesn't? And Seattle grabbing the win against the Chargers yesterday and now prepping up for their final preseason game at home against the Raiders is one to really anticipate. Obviously, the Raiders are going to be Las Vegas's team, but I'm always going to be repping my Seahawks. So sometime on Thursday, I'm going to find a place to go watch that publicly so I can flaunt some jerseys around. Maybe a Richard Sherman or Beast Mode jersey. Just out of respect. Just out of pure mutual respect of saying, hey, Raiders, I respect y'all. You had one of our guys, you know, one of our best guys ever. And I believe you guys have Bruce Irvin in the squad. If not, is he with the Hawks? Pretty sure he is. I don't fucking know. No, not the Hawks. Got the Falcons. Holy shit. Confusing my birds. It's early in the morning. The Sparrows might be coming up, which means I'm going to go ahead and watch some Premier League action, boys and girls, or actually just some football action, because football is everywhere right now, and it's a beautiful fucking thing here in the USA on Sunday morning, boys and girls. So I hope all of you can just embrace some truths, have a good day, don't fuck up, relax, enjoy yourself. Now, boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents.